Hi there, how are you? Listen, are you thinking about buying a house soon, but you want to make sure that you don't overpay for it? In other words, you want to make sure you get the most for your money. Yes? Great. Because today I want to talk to you about comparables and price per square foot. Two very important elements to know so that you don't overpay on your next real estate purchase. All right, my name is Henry Artiga. I am with eXp Realty. I've been in the real estate industry for over 16 years. My license number is S0173900. I love real estate. This is what I do full time, and I love helping my buyers get the best deal possible. So today, I'm going to show you how you can ensure you're not overpaying for your next house or your next investment. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about comps or comparables. Why are they so important? Okay. Well, you want to make sure that you are not overpaying for a house in that area or that neighborhood or that community where you're planning to buy your next house. And this is the reason why we pull comps. But you have to ensure that your agent or your realtor is comparing apples to apples. It is very important to know what to look for. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are, for example, if you're buying a one-story house, all the comps have to be one-story houses. You can't compare one story to a two-story or a three-story. Also, you want to make sure that the year the house was built, that is as close as possible. You don't want a house that was built in 1970 with comps from 1990. It doesn't work that way. You also want, for example, if a house has a pool, you want houses with a pool. So you want to get as close as you can to the house that you're planning to buy. And this is why it is very important to compare apples to apples, because if you don't, then the price that the listing price, for example, might may not be what you want to pay for the house. Okay, so that's the number one element that you have to look for, the comps. They have to be as close as possible. Okay, apples to apples. All right. Number two is you want to pay attention to the price per square foot. Very important. Okay, don't just go by the price, the listed price of the house, because, for example, you can have a a house is listed at a lower price, but is way smaller than the other houses. And you're actually going to end up paying too much, and you're not going to get the most from your money. Okay, based on square footage of the house. So I don't know about you, but I want to get the most from my money. So pay attention to the price per square foot. Now, some listings have it and some listings don't have it. Okay, so when you don't see it, for example, if you go on a website, right, and they don't have the price per square foot, that is kind of a sign that maybe the price that they're asking is a bit too high. So there's an easy way to figure it out. Don't panic. You don't have to call your agent to know this. You can do it very easily. It can be done extremely easy. So here's what you want to do. You want to take the listed price, right? The listed price of the property, and you want to divide it by the square footage of the house. Okay, for example, okay, just an example. Let's say the house is listed for $300,000 and you have 1,000 square feet. So you divide 300,000 divided by 1,000. That means they're charging $3 per square foot. It's that simple. So then you take that price, the $3 per square foot, and you compare it to the other houses. And you do the same. If the other houses do not have that the price listed per square footage, you can figure it out yourself. You can do the same thing with the other houses. Take the listed price divided by the amount of square feet of the house, and you figure out what is the listed price per square foot. You figure out if you're overpaying or if you're getting a good deal on the property you want to buy. Okay. And always remember, you want to divide it, the listed price, by the amount of living space. Okay. Not extra space. Okay. Not, for example, an extra garage or an extra storage shed, an RV garage. No, you want to use living space only. Okay. Now it can be a casita. It can be a casita, and you also use that. You add that to the main house living space, and you figure out the complete square footage, and you divide the listed price by that total number of square feet. All right. So this is very important. This is how you ensure that you're not overpaying for a house and that you are paying market value for that house compared to the houses that have recently sold within that zip code or that community. All right, so I hope that helps. If you need more assistance, if you have more questions, you can always reach out to me. Okay, my cell number 702-285-8168. 702-285-8168. I am I reside in Las Vegas, Nevada, but with eXp Realty, we have agents in all 50 states and in 24 countries, and we make sure that we take care of our clients. Okay, our goal is for you to have the best experience ever on your next real estate purchase. All right. If you want to, for example, if you have a specific area that you're thinking about moving to and you want to get more information on that community or that neighborhood or that area, you can text my numbers altogether, MYNUMBERS, my numbers altogether. Text that to 702-747-8953, and you're going to get a complete report with very, very important information about that community when you visit that link, when you visit that website. All right. So I hope this helps you. All right. If you have any other questions, reach out. I'm here to help you. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye bye for now.